Peace, everybody. What's good? It's the boy, Coach Malachi Williams, and you and I'm attuned to True Media Today USA Boxing. Let's go.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
I want everybody to check this out. Man, I'm sitting here on Twitter looking at a lot of different things. You know, you hear a lot of things about as it relates to Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. A lot of things about Tank Davis. He's this big pay-per-view star. He's selling 300,000-400,000 pay-per-views. We know he's selling out venues. That's what he does, right? But then, you know, and then the fight that's supposed to be announced with Ryan Garcia, that's going to be announced soon. As a matter of fact, it's going to be announced on at the halftime show, of the Super Bowl. And it's amazing because on Twitter, there's this guy, he puts out a lot of fake information all the time. He's a pro-PBC guy. He's a Hamanite. He's a Wakanda nigga, basically. He's a Wakanda nigga. And this guy here, he threatens people online and stuff like that. This is what these Wakandas do. So basically, he put out a fake report, basically just a bold-faced lie on Twitter. And a lot of times he'll put a lie out there, and a lot of the Wakandas, they'll get around and they'll circulate that lie, and then it'll get on YouTube. Next thing you know, certain YouTube channels will start lying about pay-per-view numbers. Like Steven Espinosa clearly said on Chitlin Talk. He was on the show called Chitlin Talk. I mean, sorry about that. Chicken Talk. I think Chitlin or Chitlin Talk, one of the two. But he said that, hey, man, Tank Davis did less than 200,000 pay-per-view buys with Hector Garcia. You know what I mean? Now, you heard a lot of reports from the Fagnons, the ES Sports, with ES News, with Ellie Setback and other channels saying that Tank did 350,000 pay-per-view buys. He did 400,000 pay-per-view buys. All of that was a lie. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people, even content creators on social media, on YouTube, they specialize in the art of putting out fake news, fake information. You get what I'm saying? You know, and this is what they do.
Okay. We played a game called Higher or Lower. And the number is 250,000.
For which one?
For Tank and Hector.
For Tank and Hector. And what did he say ahead of time?
He wouldn't answer.
He wouldn't answer. He wouldn't answer. Yeah, he did. But no, it was a little bit under that. It was a little bit under that.
There y'all go. Exclusive.
No, it's not. Like I said, I said what I said on social media. There's this stupid number of 61 that was going around. You know, that's basically the cable number by itself. So the total number is, and if you know anything, cable is a fraction, not even close to 50%. So you can do the math, and you know we're not at 200, but this would be his second biggest behind Rolly, which was his biggest.
Oh, okay. That's surprising.
So I understand as a fan, you know, if you don't know, you're a casual just coming into the sport, and you see somebody on Twitter putting out stuff like, "Hey, man, breaking news or breaking this fight between Tank and Ryan Garcia is supposed to be announced at the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl just passed by." Guess what? Did you hear any reports? Did you hear any anything breaking that Ryan Garcia and Tank's supposed to be fighting each other? No. You still haven't heard anything. So that was a lie. A lot of people take these lies and they run with it, and the casuals don't know any better, and they'll run with it, and the next thing you know, these lies get legs, and then by the time the truth catches up to it, people don't move on to the next lie. You get what I'm saying? So this is the frustrating part about our sport, in the sport of boxing, because we get a lot of these top fights that's not happening. You hear stuff about, hey, man, you know, like I'm hearing today, the new news. Yeah, man, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are working behind the scenes to make the fight happen, yada, 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 yada. I just left Omaha, Nebraska. Personally spoke to Crawford, myself. I know it's not true. You know what I mean? You know, I know there's some truth to some of the things, but a lot of the stuff that's coming out, I know it's not true. But let's move on from that. But actually, as it relates to a lot of the fake information that's going on, this is what it is. So people that take this fake information, they'll run with it. And I think what it is, you know, depending on which side of the fence you're standing on, you want to believe certain things, you know, based on which side of the fence you chose to be on. So if you pro left, then anything that's coming from the left, you're going to accept it and believe it. If you're pro right, anything that's coming from the right, you're going to accept it and believe it. But the truth is always right down the middle. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of fake news, a lot of propaganda going on out there. This guy on Twitter, I think his name is Ray Jackson. This guy here, he is a pro Wakanda. Like this dude here, he got his vibranium. He probably wake up, he got an Al Heyman t-shirt on. He got PBC draws on. You know what I mean? And it's like, bruh, they be threatening niggas online, doing all types of stuff. But guess what? Did we get an announcement that Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight on April the 15th? Did we get an announcement on the Super Bowl? No, we did not. And these are the types of guys that you have running around on social media. You also have those type of YouTube channels as well. They just put out fake, false information. And then you got to understand, because it pays. On YouTube, it pays. You see what I'm saying? So by the time you do find out what's going on, this person who got 5, 10, 15, 20,000 views later, especially if you're a bigger channel. If you got like 50, 60, 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 subscribers, then anything you drop is going to do pretty much good numbers, because it's the law of average, the percentages. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That's what's going on. So I do feel bad for the boxing fan. I get it. You're upset, you're frustrated, you're tired of hearing all of these different things. Some of you guys are leaving, going to different sports. I do understand, bro, because there's a lot of lies and fake stuff that's going on out there. And then the main promotional company that's behind the scene, that's really is the one that's doing this. It's really just one company, and they got a bunch of minions on social media, on Twitter, on YouTube, that's spitting out this propaganda. 99% of this shit be lies any goddamn ways. It's not true. They never come out and correct the record on these guys. They just let these guys continue to do what they do, because it's going to put their company or their fighters in a good light. But the fact of the matter is, guys, a lot of this stuff is just, I would tell you guys this. Just take the wait and see approach. Don't believe anything that anyone says. I don't give a damn what YouTube channel it is, what is my channel or any channel, because you got to wait and see exactly what happens. Because in the sport of boxing, guys, you can hear one thing, and sometimes it be the total opposite of what you're hearing. And then you have to always vet and question where that information came from. And this is what I do. Like, I ask a question like, okay, where did this information come from? If it's the sources say, I heard, well, according to reports from whom? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. If it's being reported by who? What did you hear? Where did you hear that from? Always vet whatever you hear. You get what I'm saying? That's so you can make an educated guess as to what you want to believe. You see what I'm saying? So again, another fake news report. I'm here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just start doing videos where I'm debunking fake news. And that's what I'm going to do. From this point forward, I'm making videos where I'm debunking fake news. Got to expose it for who it is. It is what it is. Other than that, that's it. This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. I see you guys today, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Rick Glazer will be on the show. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.